In the previous episode, I told you about 10 companies that vanished. Today, the opposite. While some companies collapse, others grow at speeds that rewire entire industries. These 10 are growing fast enough in 2026 to redefine what their categories look like by 2030. This one, at the bottom right of the screen, is Anthropic. $380 billion valuation in February. Run rate revenue, $30 billion. Active offers at $800 billion, and it's only number 1 of 10. 10 companies. 5 distinct mechanisms, 1 pattern. In 2026, the largest single venture funding round in history was Anthropic's $30 billion, a $380 billion valuation. Second largest was OpenAI's 40. AI infrastructure is absorbing capital faster than any wave before it, but this episode is not just about AI. 3 of these 10 are AI companies. The other 7 aren't, and they're growing just as fast through different mechanisms: super app consolidation, brand-led category creation, infrastructure for the smallest customers, compounding without unicorn drama. The decade of corporate failures we covered last time happened in 3 waves: dot-com bust, accounting frauds, financial crisis. The decade of corporate growth we're in now is happening in 5 waves at once. Different industries, different geographies, different growth mechanisms. Counting backwards from number 10, the 10 companies growing fastest in 2026. Number 10, Airalo, founded 2019 in Singapore, 20 million users in over 200 countries. The first eSIM unicorn valuation crossed $1 billion in July 2025. eSIM means no physical SIM card. You download a country plan in 30 seconds before a trip, activate at landing, keep your home phone number. Airalo doesn't build infrastructure, they arbitrage it, partnering with 350 mobile operators globally. iPhone has had eSIM hardware since 2018. It took 5 years for users to figure out what to do with it. Airalo entered just as the user base hit critical mass. Number 9, Shiprocket, Indian e-commerce logistics platform. 250,000 merchants on the platform. IPO scheduled for May 2026. Indian small businesses had no easy way to ship within India or globally. Multiple courier partnerships, paperwork, customs nightmares. Shiprocket abstracts all of it into a single API. 22% compound annual growth rate from 2023 to 2025. India e-commerce GMV will triple by 2030. Shiprocket sits at the infrastructure layer of that growth. Number 8, Duolingo. $1.04 billion revenue in 2025, up 39%, 52 million daily active users. Duolingo just made an aggressive bet, moving its AI tutor Lily from the $30 max plan into the $7 super tier. Subscribers in super are 10 times the count of max. Gross margins drop, user growth accelerates, they're trading earnings for users, target by 2028, 100 million daily active users, doubling in 3 years. Number 7, SHEIN, 300,000 new products per year. H&M does 4,500. Inditex does maybe 40,000. Real-time trend detection feeds AI design. Small batch test on app users in the 100 to 500 units. Scale only what sells. From design to factory to your doorstep in 3 to 7 days. 2025 revenue, 56 to 60 billion. Hong Kong IPO in 2026 at 30 to 50 billion valuation, down from 100 billion at the 2022 peak. Regulatory pressure on de minimis loopholes is closing. 4 down, 6 to go. Quick break. Sponsored by my own private community. I run a depth library of growth case studies, the kind of multi-month postmortems that won't fit into a single YouTube essay. Every company on this list broken down to operating mechanics, plus the ones that didn't make the cut and the ones rising for next year. Link in the description. Now, number 6. Number 6, Oura, Finnish smart ring company. 5.5 million rings sold cumulative, 3 million in 2024 alone. Valuation 11 billion, targeting 2 billion in sales 2026, double last year's 1 billion. Apple Watch is too obtrusive for sleep. Oura ring runs 7 days on a charge, looks like jewelry, samples at 250 hertz during sleep. 40 plus auto-detected activities. Wedge product was women's health. Cycle tracking via temperature trends. Apple's Vision Pro retreat in 2024 left ambient health open. Oura captured it. Number 5, Liquid death. It's water in a can. 122% compound annual growth rate over 6 years. Revenue, $110 million in 2022, $263 in 2023, $333 in 2024, available in 133,000 stores. Valuation, $1.4 billion. IPO planned for early 2026. The branding is the product. Skull logo, murder your thirst tagline, death metal commercials. Captures the no alcohol crowd that doesn't want LaCroix cute. Founder spent his career marketing heavy metal, but that's not coachable, it's lived. In January 2026, they launched Sparkling Energy. They're entering Red Bull's territory. Number 4, Scale AI, founded by Alexander Wang at age 19. $29 billion valuation after Meta paid $14.3 billion for 49% in June 2025. Every large language model needs 3 things humans must produce: reinforcement learning data, evaluation benchmarks, red team safety testing. Scale AI does all 3 with a workforce of 100,000 contracted labelers worldwide. Wang left to lead Meta Superintelligence Labs as chief AI officer. Google, OpenAI, and xAI then paused engagements with Scale. A competitor owns half. Open question: does Scale grow into Meta's data engine or stay neutral commercial vendor? Revenue projection 2026, $2 billion, up from $870 million in 2024, 130% growth. Number 3, SharkNinja, founded in 1995, spun off as a standalone listed company in August 2023, $6.4 billion in revenue, 2025, up 15.7%, 11 consecutive quarters of double-digit top-line growth. Industry consumer products averages around 3. 2-brand portfolio strategy: Shark for vacuums and cleaning, Ninja for blenders and cooking. Same suburban household demographic, 2 different shelves at retail, 250 new products per year. Beauty and home environment appliances grew 63% in 2025. They entered Dyson Airwrap territory and won. Dyson stagnated. Black & Decker plateaued. SharkNinja kept compounding while no one was watching. This is the slow and quiet entry on the list. No celebrity CEO. No fundraising drama. Just 11 consecutive quarters. Number 2, Revolut, British fintech founded 2015. $75 billion valuation in November 2025. 65 million customers across 100 countries. UK banking license earned in 2024 after a multi-year regulatory gauntlet. IPO target 150 to 200 billion. And that's around 2027 or 2028. They started as a currency exchange app for European travelers, evolved into a neobank, then a super app, banking plus crypto, plus stocks, plus insurance, plus travel, plus business banking, plus lending. All in one app. European incumbents, Deutsche Bank, Santander, BNP, could not match digital-first user experience. Revolut beat them on every dimension. If they go public at 200 billion, that's the largest European tech IPO ever. Number 1, Anthropic, founded 2021 by Dario and Daniela Amode, plus 9 ex-OpenAI researchers. $380 billion valuation in February 2026. Second largest venture round in history, behind only OpenAI's $40 billion, active offers at $800 billion as of April. Annualized run rate revenue at the end of Q1 2026, $30 billion, up from $9 billion at end of 2025. That's 3.3 times in one quarter. Revenue grew 10 times year over year for 3 consecutive years. No prior tech wave, cloud, mobile, social, had a curve this steep, this far in. Claude is the enterprise AI default. Constitutional AI framework simplifies corporate compliance. Long context performance hits 200,000 tokens consistently. Claude Code captured developer mindshare from GitHub Copilot. Its annualized run rate alone is $2.5 billion. Business subscriptions quadrupled since the start of 2026. Strategic distribution, Amazon $4 billion, Google $2 billion. Anthropic kept multi-cloud strategy diluting hyperscaler dependence. Open question. At 10 times annual growth, 30 billion run rate becomes 300 billion run rate by 2027 if growth holds. Does it? AI capex may saturate. Models may commoditize, or the line keeps going up. No one has built a 30 billion revenue software company in 2 years. Anthropic did it in 2.5. The next 2 years will determine whether it scales to 300 billion or breaks. The decade of 2000s ended with one phone call no one wanted to make. The decade of 2020s is starting with one funding round no one knew how to model. 5 patterns connect the 10. 1, AI is a vertical accelerator, not just an industry. Anthropic and Scale AI are obvious AI companies. But Duolingo, SHEIN, and Liquid Death also embedded AI into their core operations. AI doesn't just make AI companies grow, it accelerates legacy categories that absorb it. 2, super app consolidation, Revolut, Duolingo, Liquid Death, all bundling adjacent products into one acquired customer. Customer acquisition cost is so high that bundling is the only escape. 3, brand-led category creation. Liquid Death and Oura didn't compete in existing categories. They created new ones. Pricing power follows category ownership. Commodity competitors can't undercut a category of one. 4, infrastructure for the underdogs. Airalo for travelers, Shiprocket for Indian SMBs, SHEIN for Gen Z budgets, mass market underdog tier compounds, serving the giant upper tier saturates. 5, compounding without drama. SharkNinja and Oura grew without billion-dollar fundraises announced quarterly. No celebrity CEOs, just 11 consecutive quarters and 5.5 million rings. 10 companies, 5 mechanisms, 1 decade of growth that looks nothing like the previous decade of collapse, $380 billion at the bottom right of the screen. Anthropic, the largest funding round in tech history outside OpenAI. Active offers double that. Each of these companies looked obscure 2 years ago. Each was below most people's radar. Each is now growing fast enough to make some incumbent obsolete. The next 10 are already in seed rounds somewhere. We just don't know which 10 yet. Make the complex obvious without making it boring. Subscribe for more.